40 years after his daughter's death, a Hobart father says he's been hit by a second wave of grief after learning specimens from her body may have been kept in a Tasmanian pathology museum without the family's knowledge or consent. The Coroner's Office is investigating this and more than 100 other similar cases.
Albie's daughter is buried at this cemetery in southern Tasmania. She was just 2 years old when she died at the Royal Hobart Hospital. 40 years after her death, Albie, who doesn't want to use his real name, has been hit by another wave of grief, finding out parts of his daughter's body may have been kept by a pathology museum without the family's knowledge or consent.
I came down here through the week and I apologised to my daughter. You know, for what's happened.
In 2016, the R.A. Rodda Museum of Pathology at the University of Tasmania told the Coroner's Office it may have in its collection specimens possibly retained from coronial autopsies without family consent. The Coroner's Office made the situation public last year as it worked to contact relatives. Initially, the Coroner's Office said there were 147 potential cases from between 1953 and 1985. Some next of kin were identified, but a list of 126 names was published in Tasmanian newspapers in January in a bid for further information.
We need to have questions answered about how this happened, who was responsible and who should have had oversight over these circumstances. We need to be really honest about whether any laws were broken or standards breached in this.
So there's been, I think, a really big change, but it's been probably relatively recent, and I suspect we're not done with finding out things that have happened in the recent past that we nowadays would be quite concerned about.
Albie is yet to find out more about his daughter's case, but has been offered a phone call from the Coroner's Office.
I've put it off. It's too distressing.
The Coroner's Office says it continues to manage inquiries as the investigation continues. It says support has been arranged for family members who've come forward and that coroners and the office work hard to ensure they're as trauma-informed as possible. Loretta Lohberger, ABC News.